YouTube. Let's see if this one is when it's working. Hopefully it is. If not, I'm just gonna call it um, because I've been trying for a few already. But let's see if we can actually get this working. Oh, actually, seems like it's good. All right. Hopefully, it's good. Um, Freaking this service is wild. I gotta change services probably. I keep getting disconnected here. But let me just share screen real quick. Let's get on with a quick episode. It's already pretty late. My apologies. But yeah, we had Nebius earnings. The overall market seems to be a little bit iffy. Let me just share screen really quick. All right, let's go to heat map. All right. We can get this rolling. Bring the call back here. Um, all right. So we got yo. What's going on? What's up? So yeah, you're live. Finally, it took a while. I've been trying to go live for like the past 20 minutes. Um, nice. You just got the push notification. What's going on? Cruel father time. Um, the market is not my friend. It shouldn't be anyone's friend. It shouldn't be anyone's friends. But today it sucks, right? The market is definitely having a crappy day. We have Apple down 3%. We have Microsoft down 1%. You have Amazon down 3. What is Amazon at now? Right? It's what is Amazon sitting at these levels now? Amazon stock is below 200. That is wild. That is crazy. Um, what's going on? What's up, Sir Dragon? Mr. Alexander 2490. What's going on? I just got the push notification, Tony. Nice. Where's the dip of our favorite stocks? Where is the dip of what dip? Which one's our favorite stock? What is our favorite stock? AMD? I don't Nvidia? I don't what's happening? It's crazy out there right now. What's our favorite stock? Intel? I usually say Intel is our favorite stock. Um, Astera Labs probably getting, yeah, Astera Labs under 130, in the 130s. Credo, what's Credo doing? Credo down 3.4%. Just a pretty damn red day. Make it make sense. I don't know, right? I'm a simple man. Arsenal for the title. What did I put for the title? AI stock shred, market launch. Make it make sense. I don't my music gen. I don't know. Long term, I mean, we've heard it's always funny, right? Because I always talk about the long term, but nothing changed, right? Big Capex isn't spending any less today than they said they were yesterday. Let's look at Nebius. Nebius reported earnings. What did they say about earnings? Is it going to impact any of my thoughts? I'm going to say no, it probably didn't. Yeah, Arista Network right now and also now. ANET. I don't follow either of those. But it's just Cisco reported yesterday, right? Cisco's definitely creating some fear, I guess. Is everybody saying, "Oh, it's the Cisco bubble all over again?" Right? Are people going to make correlation to this? And you said service now. Oh, that's not service now. It's not. It's in the NY. I know it's not doing too bad. All right, Jose. Make the market is bleeding, but opportunities are showing themselves. I think so. I think there are a lot of opportunities. If I think right now is one of those times where you can honestly just pick a nice Max 7. You can pick a nice semiconductor stock, and you'll be good for the next year or so, right? Microsoft, Amazon Now, SATA, Adobe, CRM. I like a few of those names. I don't follow the software players, so I don't follow SATA too much. I know this has become a retail favorite recently. I feel like the market, retail goes through massive go through really quick. Like I think at one point it was like with small companies too. Like at one point I thought it was like Grab. Grab was the super popular one. Now I think the super popular one, and I saw like everybody posting about Grab. Now I feel like I see everybody talking about Stata. I don't follow it, but it's definitely become. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, right? It's just it's crazy to see how things shift in just a few months into a new player. So this has become a very popular one, I believe, in the names. It's got to be time to go. To go all in soon, Tony. I don't know if to go all in, um, but I mean, certain stocks, I just can't believe Amazon is under 200, right? Microsoft under 400. What are we looking at forward PE ratios for these companies? And like always, if you guys want great charts, make sure to check out fiscal.ai/Jose. Huge drop. Any idea? I don't. I really don't follow. Let's see what CNBC tells us, right? Let's see what CNBC tells us. S&P slides for Thursday as investors rotate out of tech into economic growth plays. That's the best thing we got here. No one. It seems like no one knows what's going on. It's always a little bit of everything, right? It's always a little bit of everything in the market. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin draws down, hit 50%. Is Bitcoin really that low right now? Let's go crypto real quick. We're at 65. Is anybody buying crypto here? I think the crypto. But is it weird that I don't know? I'm not worried at all. Are you guys worried? Is anybody here worried? Be honest. If you're worried, it's okay to be worried. If it's okay, but we'd love to hear what are your thoughts. Are you guys worried about the overall market? Um, Afternoon, Mister Jose. Afternoon. Intel has done me well, up a lot. Intel has done well, right? Past year was really strong for Intel. Um, right? It went up nearly. If you bought at those bottoms, right? If you bought at those bottoms, you're up over 100%, right? 107% on Intel. Tech did buyers accumulating paradise. I think there. Yeah, I mean, if I was a new investor, I wouldn't be mad entering today. If I had money, I wouldn't be mad putting it today. Again, this debt fears. Is that what's coming on here? Take a look at Meta price today, man. It's like 10% down year over year. What's Meta down? Is it back? Is it in the mid 650, 600s? Wow. Again, I think it's I could be wrong, but I think this is a market that you could even just pick a Max 7 and do extremely well with the money, right? That's what with money, right? That's what you're trying to do. Just increase that asset over time. And I think Max 7s alone. It's like, why look anywhere else? Anywhere else? This the bottom on our way back up? I don't know. I hope it. Is it? The red can keep on being red. ServiceNow is mad how much. I don't even know what this one is. It's done over 6 months. Where is the dip of our favorite Jose? Microsoft, Amazon, all of them, right? At least the first two. I don't follow any other ones you mentioned there. Fiverr going to zero. Is it? Did they report earnings today? I used to use them a lot. I am not like I mentioned. I'm not gonna lie. Thanks to AI, I definitely use them a lot less. I haven't even used them at all. Last 2 years ago, I think I used them like so much. I was spending. I think 2 years ago, I probably spent maybe like 10 or 15 on Fiverr. Last year I spent like maybe 1,000, and this past year I spent like maybe not. No, this year I spent nothing. Um, what do you think about CoreWeave earnings next week? I mean, I'm excited for them. I have to look at whatchamacallit. We're gonna look at Nebius in a bit. I want to look at just some highlights of their earnings here. Did I actually do it? Damn it. Give me a quick second. I wanted to do something. This is what I wanted. Let me go to Nebius real quick. We're gonna pull this out in a bit, but I want to see what happened during their earnings report. Was it bullish? Did you guys watch their report? Search Nebius. Why isn't it showing up? The internet is just broken for me today. Is it broken for anybody else? Okay, everybody else is having issues. Okay, it doesn't seem like it's just me. Maybe I don't have to do search then. I can just go here. Nebius groups, they report it. We'll look at that in a bit. But what is something's happening because I was having issues just logging into. CoreWeave better be at 120 come February 27th. Why 120? Are you on into some calls? I would hope it's at 120. Negative. You're negative in the market. Oh man. Like just negative sentiment towards it. Beginning of a bear market. Some of these drawdowns are massive. But are you not maybe not negative? Maybe you could be negative in the short term, but are you guys worried about the market? I'm never worried when we drop a lot. I'm with this guy. I'm with WhatsApp, right? I don't I'm I don't think man, I don't know if I would say I'm never. Hmm. Recently, I have not been worried. When we drop a lot, especially when we drop a lot, right? I mean, you guys have seen me in previous streams and other streams. I'm usually pretty long term bullish. Many people um might see me being more like a perma bull, but long term. I'll like it a lot. Um, Good afternoon, Jose. I'm not worried about the market. I think there's a lot of market manipulation and bot selling going on. I know in the end they will all come back to their tech stocks. Agree, right? And I mean, I think fundamentally we see this massive capex growth happening this year. I don't think that's going to change. It's not changing today. Why would I be worried? I am worried why there's such negative sentiment, although numbers are good. Market is funny like that, right? There's always some short-term pain, some short-term issue creating negative sentiment. Um, but I do say fundamentals do usually end up winning. Uh, Bill Ackman and many unknown YouTubers are buying Meta, but it keeps falling. Ha, 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 ha. I mean, I can see. I think he bought a position last year, right, Bill? I think he bought it last year when it was like in the low 600s. I like Meta at the low 600s. I'm not buying here. Um, but I like the Max Sevens. Max Sevens are really nice right now. It's true. The equal weight was up 1% a couple of days, and when SPY slid, this feels a lot like March before the market crashed last April. That's a lot of thinking for me. The market will stabilize, and after a few more rate cuts, we will move upwards. The second half of the year will be very good. I like this thought, Bob. I think it was bullish. Nebius. All right, let's look. Is Nebius down on earnings? Are they green? They're down. They're down because someone said they weren't down. They were down 2.6%, and they were down pre market. But let's see if I'm going to read the report later. But I want to see. So Meta capacity went live in early February 2026 with full deployment completed ahead of many investors' expectations. That's actually pretty good. So first tranche, 12 months of revenue recognition in 26. Okay, so the first tranche is going to have 12 months of recognitions in 2026. The second is approximately 11. As of early February, Meta's capacity was fully deployed, and we are now fully servicing their contract. That's actually really good. You know what? This is funny to me. This is hilarious to me. There were so many Nebius bulls that one of the things that was one of the biggest Nebius thing, and again, I'm a Nebius bull, but this is funny. This is just funny. One of the biggest things is Nebius depreciates their value at 4 years. This means they're doing a lot better. This means they're being more conservative. And look at this now. Starting in Q1 of 2026, they're updating their depreciation schedule from 4 years to 5 years. There were two massive things that investors used to clown or say that was the greatest thing of Nebius was one, they had no debt, and two, they had a depreciation schedule of 4 years. I, in the past, have said that both of those were going to change. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but they were going to be changed, and people were just on it for it. So, it's just funny to see this. It was pretty cool to see this applied. So they were going from 4 years to 5 years. What else did they see? The acquisition. So the recent acquisition adds critical agentic search capabilities and a massive developer base. We're also very excited about recent blah, 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 expands AI platform with market-leading agentic search capabilities. Give Nebius customers the critical infrastructure they need to build autonomous agents that can navigate the web, verify facts, and execute complex real-world tasks. Eliminate needs for developers. Okay, so I guess that was where I was wondering, like, what was different about this? But this is, it seems it's like a full finished product where now any company, even if they don't have a developer, they don't need to patch things together to create this. Now it kind of comes in as a complete tool. Now that's interesting. All right. So Q1 Chief revenue, the pipeline creation trajectory in Q1 is on track to exceed $4 billion as we expand our available capacity and ad sale coverage. We expect it to continue. Nearly twice as many transactions completed for over 12 months in duration over what we succeeded with in Q3. Average selling price increased by more than 50%. That is wild. We are sold out of hoppers, and those that are coming up for renewal, often off to short reserve agreements, are getting renewed at 12 months or longer, while we are actually seeing prices nudging up. How can you be bearish on AI infrastructures? Oh my goodness. So what are they? They're telling us first, it's okay to have the depreciation at 5 years, but they're telling us average selling prices are increasing. They're telling us the contracts are getting longer. Um, they had contracts with shorter, because obviously they focus a little bit more on the enterprise space. The enterprise space are going from shorter reserve to longer reserve, getting renewed at 12 months or longer. Well, we're actually, that is wild. That is wild. Did they really give you a capex of this much? There's no way. They gave a capex. No way. Did they give a capex of 16 to 20 billion dollars? Let me pull this up really quick. There's no way. Boom, 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 boom. CapEx. Let's look in document. CapEx. Come on. Oh, search is not working. Freaking nonsense. Yeah, in Q4, we're confident in our ability to deliver our increased target for greater than 3 gigawatts of contracted power by the end of 2026, having already secured more than 2 gigawatts of contracted power to date. Can you give me the damn number? Oh my God. Transcript. Let's look at this transcript real quick. CapEx. Yes, 16 to 20 billion. I was just making sure AI wasn't hallucinating on me. But CapEx of 16 to 20 billion dollars? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is a wild one. Hopefully you guys, I'm not getting any questions. If you guys have any questions, feel free to jump in on those questions. Are you guys just curious about CoreWeave right now? I mean, Nebius like me right now? Am I just not live right now? What's going on? It got pretty slow when we started to enter into Nebius. Are you guys just as focused as I am? Say hi, Jose. We're still here. We're not leaving just yet. You know, let me know. I'm not alone. But massive capex, 60%. This cash flow will actually finance the majority, actually around 60%, maybe even more needs. That's crazy. So that's how much cash flow they're gonna have this year. Operating cash flow generated about, it's interesting, right? So they're saying cash flow is going to generate enough for the full 16 to 20 billion. How much money are they going to be making this year? Why is anybody selling this off? Why is Nebius? Why is anybody selling this? I just don't get it. This is a great quarter. It is a really great quarter. What the heck? This is actually a genuinely amazing quarter. I know people were streaming. Hopefully whoever was streaming was just as excited as I am. The amount of contracted power they expect to have by the end of this year, the ability to have this amount of capex and saying that it's going to be funded through cash flows. Prices are going up on GPUs. Contracts are getting longer. What is, can you guys, what is, oh my God. I do not get this. They missed on estimates. I think that's what the street is so dumb about. They think that this revenue just comes out of nowhere like that. No, it takes time to build this this infrastructure. What the heck? Oh my gosh, this is wild. I'm not gonna. This is making me extremely excited for CoreWeave. I actually want to just buy a lot of Nebius right now, but I already have a lot of CoreWeave, and I think CoreWeave is gonna say some crazy stuff too. Um, did they miss on numbers? Are people crying about numbers? Oh my god. Uber Nebius up to 375 million investment in AV ride acceleration. Under the agreement, which was signed in October, both Uber and Nebius will mark strategic investments and other commitments on AV ride. They had successful launch in Dallas, Texas in December 2025. AV Ride is one of only two autonomous vehicle partners on the Uber platform. Waymo's the other one. Current fleet 80 cars to grow substantially in 2026. Partnerships with Hyundai for Ionic 5 vehicles. Those look really nice. Robot delivery growth surpassed 316 deliveries in 2025. New partners, Shake Shack, Wendy's, White Castle, Uber Eats, and ClickHouse. They had a $15 billion valuation. Nebius retained significant minority equity stake. As of, all right. I mean, I don't, I don't know why anyone would be bearish Nebius after this earnings. I am actually even I'm really lost for words, people. It was pretty. I think those are just from those that little thing. And again, if you want deep dives, I'm gonna definitely do a deep dive. I'm definitely gonna do a deep dive on Nebius tonight. But make sure to join What the Chip Happened. Use code 2026 for 33% off. I am definitely going to be doing a deep dive on Nebius today, but um, I just is anyone curious? I am curious. Did you guys watch? I think Neil and Tanner were watching it today, live streaming it, and some other people. Were they just as excited, or was someone bearish? I would love to hear what. I didn't watch it. Was anybody in that stream bearish on these earnings? Wondering if anybody watched the Nebius live stream. Those earnings were freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. But yeah, it seems like other things are happening. So Miguel was smart. Miguel said he was smart. He sold Nebius before the market opened. We just can't win with this market. Hopefully it's not at prices we're at right now. Again, this is why I don't really care about price action, right? And I try to limit sometimes my exposure into other viewers, or I just want to have my own bias watching it for the first time, reading it for the first time, and just like it is wild. I think earnings were great. They were amazing earnings. I really like these earnings. Nebius is They were thrilled. Okay. They said this was the most bullish earnings. Okay, so they did see it. Nice, nice, nice. Did not watch it. Okay, I'm happy. They were thrilled. They said this is the most bullish earnings from Nebius. That was crazy. Yeah. Um, Systems are getting turned on. Once they get turned on, that's some nice amount of cash coming in there as well, right? Tanner bought the dip. Nice, nice. Yeah. This is definitely Tanner bought the dip. Good on him. Good on him. Good on him. If I didn't have the type of position I had on CoreWeave, I think I would be doing the same. I'm still even debating right now. Maybe I might just sell puts just so I could have some income on this. And if they get exposed, they do. If not, I just get the premium on them. Guys, it's over. I guess it's over. Everything is amazing, but price, I don't think everything's amazing, right? I mean, I can't say anything about SoFi. I don't think everything's amazing, right? There's certain stocks that do you see like certain growth, not much growth. I think what Nebius did was wild. No, I don't. Akash, when I do deal with options, but I do it in only stocks that I wouldn't mind owning, and I usually just sell puts, right? That's the only thing. Maybe sometimes I might sell calls, but it's only on stocks that I don't mind entering in. For example, Nebius right now, I wouldn't mind entering here at $86, but instead of entering at 86, Let me sell a put at 85. I can probably get a premium of what, maybe $5, maybe a little bit more during this drop, depending on the time frame. If it get exercise, good. If it doesn't, no. Um, or maybe even do it on CoreWeave, right? That's pretty much it. It's very simple. Usually, just selling of stuff. And it also has to be like, I'm not going to be overexposed. If I'm going to sell puts, I need to have cash available to be able, if it gets executed. Um, CNBC reports a new housing crisis as January home sales tank more than 8%. Wild. But is that a great home sales tank? Is it because of prices of sales? Is it because um no inventory? Like what's going on here? I think once Nvidia reports, the market's gonna tank again. BNS, this is not the type of energy I want. Sorry, are you buying more? I did actually what I just mentioned, with like what I would do with Nebius, I did sell a few puts on Astera Labs. So if it gets executed, I sold it actually I sold it yesterday. So if it gets executed with the premium, it would be at these cost basis. And that's why I actually enjoy selling puts. Um, but again, if I wanted to even more, I think I would just sell another put here as well. Um, I I am the dead talk of with Corey. That's always going to be the thing. But I mean, Google is green. We're getting some green now. Google is green. Google is green. Nice. What did they had to report something? What happened? What did they just report? They had to say something. There's no way you see that kind of jump for no reason. Did they just release a new model? Did boom, boom, boom. Google Gemini 3 Deep Tank? I don't. Was it that? Would you connect your brokerage and track it? I don't think. I don't ever like connecting to anything. I just posted no. I personally hate. Um, Today we update Gemini 3 Deep Think to further accelerate modern science. All right, so I guess it was just Google's, and they also announced Waymo's sixth floor generation is going live first with employees in San Francisco, followed by public riders. The system debuts on OJA platform uses upgrade cameras, lidars, and radars. All right, so you got a little bit of news coming out here for Google that just happened. They oversold their bonds as well, but I thought that was old news, right? I thought we saw that earlier. It's actually a phobia now. What's a phobia? Oh, the phobia. It's what we should call that, right? The earnings phobia. Only two. Is it on this? I mean, it's. I agree. I guess so. We always have to see a little bit of green in or a little bit of bullishness in days like today. CoreWeave down 3%. Nebius, I really am shocked that this sold off. I can't believe this sold off. What do you expect from Amazon and Meta for the rest of the year? Are you concerned about CapEx? Definitely not. I mean, especially Meta, massive free cash flow. With Amazon, they're growing. They have the biggest AI cloud. I think Amazon gets punished because unlike the other players, they don't have, and I'm sorry, guys, I know this is a short stream. I have a meeting at 12, so I'm going to leave in like a minute. It took forever because it seems like the internet is broken. But I'm not concerned about CapEx. Their CapEx, like we see from Nebius. Nebius is an, oh my God, this is why Nebius is an indication of if you invest in AI CapEx, you're going to be making revenue, you're going to be making cash flow. Why would I be worried of Amazon, who has something on top of it to even have better margins? It's like, I just don't. Okay. Yeah. Brief Google announced to release a major. Yeah, we saw Gemini Deep Think. We saw the Waymo stuff, and it seems like the over bonds. It's fun. We had a crash. Yes, I felt like we had a crash yesterday. Um, But yeah, guys, I'm gonna definitely do a Nebius earnings. These earnings video like in the next 2 to 3 hours. If you are a Nebius investor, definitely hit the love, not the love, the thumbs up and the subscribe button. I am so sorry. I do have a meeting today in a few minutes, so I have to go prep for that. So today's stream was extremely short. Even if I only came for 30 minutes, I wanted to make sure that I want it to be on, right? I want to make sure that I'm doing at least a live every single day. Tomorrow we'll do a longer one, an hour, at least an hour, 30 minutes. But so sorry, guys, I have to head out. Nebius, I just want to say, if you're a Nebius shareholder, I think we're good. Um, I- all right, guys. Yeah. So peace out. Sorry about this. And I'll catch you guys on. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe button. Peace out. Time to end this stream. Do, 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 do.